Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the Castile and León monarchs. So, today we're going to be starting with Ferdinand the Great. Now, you might know, or you might not know, that there were a lot of León monarchs before Ferdinand. And his wife, Sancho of León, she was the daughter of Alfonso V of León. He was one of the kings of León. And in context, he and she were pretty distant descendants of Alfonso the Great, who was king of Asturias. I will be doing the original kings of León and the other kingdoms and the kingdom of Asturias in a later video, but for now I'm gonna start Ferdinand because that's when Castile and León didn't unite, but they were owned by the same monarch anyway. So, Ferdinand was called the Great for winning wars and not winning a war against his older brother, which made him pretty popular because his brother was not a popular ruler. He was succeeded by their son Sancho II, who was called the Strong. Now, he was a very fierce warlord and allianced with a lot of Europe to help him defeat in lots of wars. He didn't have kids anyway, so he was succeeded by his brother Alfonso VI, who is very famous for alliancing with monarchs just like his brother. And for this reason, he was given the name the Brave, I believe. So, when he died, he had no sons. So, that kind of left Ferdinand's dynasty into a crisis, which means he was succeeded by his daughter, Ukra. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. She was queen for a while, and then she got succeeded by her son, Alfonso VII. Now, he was incredibly famous for multiple reasons, mainly for war, as the Spanish monarchs were for. But he was known for expanding lands a lot. I want to mean a lot. It wasn't as close as what Spain would be today, but as you would see, Castile and León back then, he did extend it a lot. Now, he had two sons. He had Ferdinand II and Sancho III. Now, I will go over the Castile first, and then I will go back over the León. But he split it in two because he thought one ruler wasn't able to take full power, so he decided to divide it between his sons. Sancho III had a very short reign, only about lasting a couple months, and then he died. He was succeeded by his son, Alfonso VIII. Now, he is famous in English history as well, because he married the daughter of Henry II of England, Eleanor. Now, he also won a lot of wars in his reign, and for that he was succeed. And he died. He didn't die young, but he had kids pretty young, which meant his young son Henry succeeded him at about the age of 10. And Henry didn't really know how to reign, and he may have died at the age of 13, just 3 years later, which came to a crisis. He did have a brother named Ferdinand, but he died way before, so he was succeeded by his sister, Berengaria. Now, she only reigned for a couple months, as you can see, because she got into bad relations with her husband, who was indeed the King of León, Alfonso IX. Now, his dad was Ferdinand II, who was known as a pretty good war leader, but when he died, he was succeeded by Alfonso, who did reign for a while, but as I said, got bad intentions with his wife, so quietly Berengar gave her title to her son Ferdinand, who became Ferdinand III. Ferdinand III is known for being a nice military leader, And when he died, he was succeeded by his son Alfonso X, who is known as the Wise. He was known as the Wise for alliancing with Henry III of England, making a good alliance when they had wars. He was followed by his son Sancho IV. Kind of took away what his father did, but he still kept in touch a little. He was succeeded by his son Ferdinand IV, who was a good ruler, a good military leader, good at wars. He didn't have that many wars in his reign, which wasn't that long. It was above 10 years though. Anyway, when he died, he was succeeded by his son Alfonso XI. Now, he ain't the best king in Castile history, and let me just quickly say, if you haven't noticed, you might have been seeing that León hasn't been on it. And this is another thing I want to say. Alfonso X was also known for combining Castile and León. So Castile was the main one, but he kind of just mixed León in there. So he was also, he became just King of Castile, because León was still his, but he just didn't, it wasn't part of Castile. When Alfonso XI died, he was succeeded by his young son Peter. If you just watched my newest Portugal video, you would know that Peter the Cruel was also named Peter the Cruel there. And that's a fun fact, because Peter did not get good. He had a lot of wars, which were bad ones, not good ones. He failed to expand land, and that was not a good thing. So he was succeeded by his illegitimate brother, Henry II. Now, Henry is known for succeeding his brother, Peter the Cruel, not once, but twice, because Peter got hold of it again, and then died 2 years later. Now, when he died, he was succeeded by his pretty young son, John I, who was a capable monarch, but died at the age of 32. Now, here's where I've got to say stuff. He married Eleanor of Aragon. Now, I'm gonna do the Aragon monarchs next, and maybe I'm gonna do the Spanish monarchs after that, and maybe the Navarre monarchs way later. But the thing is, the throne of Aragon ran out of male heirs. So they chose to give it to, his name was Peter IV, and his daughter was Eleanor, and they decided to split it between their two sons. Ferdinand got Aragon. Now, I know he's on there, and I know you can see it, but I'm not going to talk about him, because I will talk about that in my Aragon video, so you got to wait for that. But I'll do Henry, who became King of Castile, and I think he was indeed the older brother. Henry was known for winning wars and expanding the territory a lot. You may have remember when I was talking about Manuel I, who was King of Portugal. He was a lot like that, and he did start the Spanish Empire. Not a lot, but he definitely started it. He was succeeded by his son John II, who didn't really do much in his 48-year longest in Castilian history, but for that reason, he is liked. He was followed by his son Henry IV, who was young when he came to the throne, died at 49, and had a war with his sister Isabella for the throne, because she was meant to be the true queen, but he took it from her, and when he died in 1474, she took it. Okay, right. Now, Ferdinand II, as you can see on the left, who was King of Aragon, married his second cousin Isabel I. This made the Habsburgs, which is Philip I right there, known for inbreeding. But these two were known as the Catholic monarchs. They were incredibly famous. And they were both pretty much known for starting the Spanish Empire, or the Spanish Kingdom in any right. Now, to be honest, they never really started it, but I would say Isabel was followed as Queen of Castile by a daughter. They did have a son, but he died young. Their daughter became Joanna, Queen of Castile. They married Philip Habsburg, the son of Maximilian the First Holy Roman Emperor, and together they had Carlos or Charles III, or Carl the First. He became King of Spain. That's where I'm going to end it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will be definitely doing the Aragon monarchs next. I've just got to get that chart finished. Hope you enjoyed. Speak to you later. Bye.